Close your eyes and picture a flooded field at dawn, mist lifting, footprints turning into neat rows, seedlings slipping into warm water. A child's voice threads a simple tune across the paddies. By the time a family finishes one harvest, their work has been shaped by rules and songs passed down across 1,000 years. So what looks like a field is also a living archive.
Listen closely. That question is where we begin. In today's episode, we're exploring how rice carries memory and meaning across Khmer life, the myths, the planting rites, and the songs that keep knowledge alive.
Here's the argument I want us to hold to. Rice is Cambodia's social technology. Its irrigation, songs, and rituals are ways of organizing people as much as crops. Follow that with me. Every canal, every work song, every offering is a mechanism for coordinating labor and memory.
The layers matter. Rice is nourishment, yes, but it's also law and language, a way communities teach the next generation how to live together. The evidence shows us stories where rice is a being or a gift, and those stories instruct reciprocity.
Tell me one of those origin images. Give me a single picture that carries the rest.
There's a common thread. Rice appears as gift or transformed being. In some versions, a generous spirit provides grain to people. In others, rice grows from a primordial body.
Wait, a spirit? So these are moral stories as much as origin tales?
Exactly. They teach reciprocity. People care for land and water, and the story world returns sustenance. That's social logic. Help your neighbor, keep water flowing, honor the cycle, becomes embedded in daily practice.
Which brings us to planting days. Paint it for me. First light, the ritual pieces, and then the work.
At dawn, elders or ritual specialists may make small offerings at the field edge, handfuls of rice, a libation, a short spoken blessing.
Right.
Then the work begins. Seedlings go in, water channels are checked, neighbors arrive to plant together. They sing. Simple call and response lines that keep pace and lighten the load. Those songs are living instruction manuals for timing, technique, and social obligation.
It's ingenious. A melody becomes a metronome and a memory bank at once.
And remember, the details change by place. Some rites are public, others stay within families. We mustn't mistake openness for permission to replicate private acts.
I want to press on that. Visitors often assume they can step into ceremonies or take photos mid-ritual. That can be harmful.
Consider this perspective. Generosity in sharing stories does not equal permission to perform sacred acts. Boundaries preserve meaning. If someone wants to engage, seek invitation and guidance.
Agreed. And for curious people, start with public harvest festivals or community-led visits rather than private rites. Read, watch, and ask before you join.
Let's talk tools and water, because rice is as much about engineering as it is about ritual. For example, families still use the hand sickle, called a dao, for cutting stalks. Wooden threshing boards and animal-drawn yokes have been common, and communal pumps and barre-style reservoirs, large temple-linked tanks, help irrigate fields.
That image of the beret resonates. Infrastructure passed down like a blueprint for cooperation. Rice is Cambodia's social technology. Its irrigation, songs, and rituals organize people as much as crops.
Exactly. Building and maintaining canals requires agreements about water sharing, labor exchange, and leadership. The deeper story is governance embedded in daily practice.
And songs help coordinate those systems. In some places, a call and response will pace planting. In others, a rhythmic chant times threshing. Those are rice rituals in action, practical, mnemonic, and social.
We should also name how rice appears beyond the field, in offerings at temples and household shrines, in dances that mimic planting or harvest, and in textiles and imagery that signal abundance and hospitality. the cultural significance is woven through everyday life.
Quick note for listeners hunting further reading. Search for ethnographies on rice planting ceremonies and Khmer traditions, and look for community-led projects documenting songs and tools. We'll link trustworthy resources and Samnong's YouTube visual guides so you can see things like the Dao and the Barai without intruding.
Before we finish, keep 3 threads in your pocket: reciprocity, collective infrastructure, and embodied knowledge. Those are the ways rice binds Khmer culture across generations. The pattern shows how resilience grows from everyday practice, not just ceremony.
And one last listening exercise. If you ever stand near a field at dawn, listen for the call and response, the rhythm of planting. Let the songs teach you patience, pace, and care. Rice is Cambodia's social technology. Its irrigation, songs, and rituals organize people as much as crops.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Ancient Echoes. We hope these stories helped you see Cambodian history and culture in a deeper, more human way.
The echoes of the past live on in people's voices, memories, and everyday lives. Thank you for listening and for making space for these stories.
If this episode resonated with you, please follow Ancient Echoes on your favorite podcast app and share it with someone who might appreciate these conversations.
You can also connect with us and share your own stories or questions at Ancient Echoes Pod and on our website. We love to hear how these echoes sound in your life. Let's unlock the echoes of history together.
In the quiet of night, I whispered my plea, holding her close, hoping for her decree. I called upon spirits, asked them to guide, to take her heart and lead her by my side. So I drew her near, traced her brow so fair, on my sight this way. Om sacred power, Swahai, mighty spirit awakened by the master's right. Let her heart be gently taken. Let her follow me now by vow and by sign. I hear these words, oh teacher, witness this plea. Oh, my sacred power, Swahai.